Yo, what's going on? We're back with some more. It's your boy, Falcon 101 Daddy, back at it again with another video. This time, as always, we are going to be doing the same time. Finally, we can actually get this video going because I was just doing some cool things. Lately, I've been having like some issues to where my friend or I have to get off because of time, because of my activities that I have. But this one, I should be able to give it to y'all. So if we can do this, we're going to be playing the Houston Texans, and as always, here is our team. We're going to view superstar bet. Look at this entire team of ours, and they only have JJ Watt. Then we have these two guys. They only have Deshaun Watson and him. We are about to whip their butts. So, let's see. So it's Monday prime time. So I'm going to edit our uniforms to the color rush. We already have it. Home option bet. They can have their current way up. Let's get it. So just to make things clear, our team may be OP and this season is just going to be an easy run for us. So I might, on my way doing this, I could end up doing an entire another series from this 99 overall series. I'm trying to get my ultimate team up to like start. I was going to video that today instead of videoing this. But for some weird reason,
how will the Saints respond to heartbreak?
EA is not working on my sign-in.
It's the first of two this Monday night on EA Sports.
For some reason.
Coming up, we'll see the New Orleans Saints trying to put this.
And Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans.
Anytime somebody doesn't
Tonight
get to
we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints.
He's gone. Like, first return of the game.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown.
So, honestly, we can't upgrade him to a 90.
Michael Thomas taking it goal line to goal line. 100 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
We already have our superstar halfback
so a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Deep Davis. Don't know what he plays on,
now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Take it at the 37.
That's a yeet. Oh, dude, I'm falling out. We're taking that left.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going to try to work on the passing game a little bit, because I only did in the
now Mahomes escaping the pressure
right. Oh no, we took a sack.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Don't know what I'm supposed to do, so we're just going to chuck it over there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 12 yards there and a first down.
Kamara's going to throw right here. If he does,
looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Bam.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Zach Line taking it in. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Up ahead.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14 to nothing. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Crazy good. So he scored quick. We ended up stopping him quick, and it's like...
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only 2 there on the dump off. It's third down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities.
If I can get 1 block,
that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham, 50 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20 to nothing already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting faster.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Right now, I'm just trying to get through this passing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guy guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
21-0 our score after one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
I'll bet. Dude,
he's third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
This is taken at the 15.
Maybe he can, but dude, if that guy was in a
like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return.
Okay.
This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 38 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Obviously, the back did some great work running a long way to score a touchdown. But how about the blocks that were set up? How about the vision and finding those openings and getting to the end zone?
All right, okay. Wait,
Lutz with the extra point.
You're joking, right? I actually made that.
Here in this first half.
That was literally the worst kick ever, and he made that.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, crap, yeah. Don't need to do that.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Okay, I just wanted to wait. Where's my boy Aaron
bring
Donald?
Up the Texans
Did he get
here
injured?
First and 10.
He couldn't.
At the 40. Back to throw. Watson.
No.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken.
I want to check our injured list. No, because he's the only one right now. That's our halfback. Where's our D-line at? He's a D-tackle, right? No, he's not. He's a right end, left end. He's behind Cameron Jordan. Nuh-uh. Wait. Aaron Donald is backed up back here? I don't think so. He's starting. I did not go through all that pressure just to let him go on the bench. There he goes.
He can't hang.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
Another
example right there, how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they're dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Aaron Donald coming in with
first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license.
Let's go.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They're going to be so upset.
Up front, the struggles continue for
all
this
the way
offensive
down the
line.
field.
What can they do? Change the play calling?
Oh, he's so lucky.
Yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019.
And now to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
We're going to work so many things
It's like,
honestly, I could literally
what's good on the extra point
right now, and Alvin Kamara would easily get 200 rushing yards.
After the
second half comes, I'm putting in all my backup. I mean, Drew Brees, Saquon.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
If I put in my backup, I don't think I have
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I think I'm.
No, I traded James. He and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want,
so that's
that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
I feel kind of bad that I did it, but I don't at the same
because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he couldn't turn it into much more. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in his first few drives.
Bam! And that's the pressure.
And down he goes. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
I did in Madden
sometimes called just straight ahead pursuit.
I never
running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That's a no. Shoot, I screwed it up.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about passing play. Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game.
Get on your feet, boy. Let's go. That's Jared Cook for you. Or I think I might have a backup running back.
And the Saints just continue to roll.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
But I don't want to do that because that makes this team, not better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Holy crap, I just
no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm sorry that I'm talking way too much. Okay, Aaron Donald's going to get this. Watch.
On first down, Watson. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Boom.
Looking to throw again on second down.
I have no idea what I was doing.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it.
No, we're calling a timeout. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that we don't get the ball. If that's what they're doing, I'm honestly just going to score one more touchdown with this lineup.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Hopkins with a quick feed.
Get down. Now we only have 7 seconds.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Stop us, and if
a good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And some space here.
Actually, they might. I'm not risking
it. Before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
Charles is going to go ahead. Kick a field goal for our boy.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
And that'd be good.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. 20-14, the final score.
The Chiefs are actually doing good with Jacoby Brissett.
From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Keenan Allen, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Mitchell Trubisky with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the...
So hold on, we're just going to go ahead and pause this right here. Here's our backup. Will Lutz is our backup. Thomas Morstead is a 12 overall, so we're not putting... So I guess we're going to put in Drew Brees, our halfback. Z-line can't put him in fullback. Good enough. We're going to put in Kirkwood over Hopkins. And I guess Hill over OBJ. Tight end. Ooh. Alice Mack. Honestly, don't care about that. Punt returner, we could just have him in. Kick returner. You know, I want Saquon Barkley actually up there. My punt returner, I want Alvin Kamara over DeAndre Hopkins. Honestly, we won't be returning any kicks unless we just let this team.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string. And the Saints pressure gets it. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay. And that pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald with a sack.
It's just this D-line.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now it's Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Miller.
No, we screwed that up.
They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Watch this.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's got Fuller.
You could hear.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
We're going to do that again.
The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
by Marshawn Lattimore.
There he goes.
That's a touchdown. And that's Marshawn Lattimore, baby.
It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet,
there we go.
If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boom.
Lutz with the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. That is incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target.
Honestly,
that'll bring up second down.
Don't want to keep watching.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
He thinks he can go in for that run.
Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section.
Boom! And there we go. We got it. Aaron
Donald once more. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
What?
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it.
Yeet him. No way. No way. We have to get it.
Saints.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger.
So
What's good on the extra point? And the lead will swell by one more.
For 2 more
so after
drives,
the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
If they can't get past the 50
this is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Another 2 more drives.
Watson will bring up the Texans here,
so
1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller.
If they don't
exceed
the 50-yard
line
right now,
and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald, and it'll be 4th down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Bet, stay on your feet, Kamara. That was their
Great
one
blocking
chance.
On the return, it springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Give it to the defense.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they they actually open, I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Breeze now. He's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alize Mack with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints are pouring it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner. So I can't. One of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time. He's just singing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of
she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Let them run it. Give them a
and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there.
So we injured somebody.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on third, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And there he goes again. Touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
3. How many rushing touchdowns do we have? I don't know. We're going to super sim it to the end of the game. If they score, congrats to them, but they're not going to. Yeah.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
Out of 5 attempts, 127 yards.
So for the Saints, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans.
Yeah, Odell Beckham, you're on the Saints. Not my fault. But you gotta get that who dat hometown team, baby. Who dat. Bet. So I think we're going to do the upgrades right here, and then we will see. So congratulations to win, coach. Early victories can make or break a team's forward momentum. So you guys are definitely starting the season off the right foot. Now, what he's gonna say. Coach, awesome win. The Texas defense can be an absolute nightmare with Watt coming off the edge, but hey, we got the victory. Let's go to our team. So he is definitely going up with 99. So I can't cheat. I'm going to give him the 399. So speed is going to be one of them. He needs strength. And then honestly carrying, like, why not? Main stuff that gives you the thing. O-line strength. This is going to be the longest one because we have this many O-line players. He's definitely going to need it because he's the only guy on offense without anything. So right now, Taron Armstrong. We're just going to give you the speed, the acceleration, and the agility. That's not going to help him at all, maybe just a little bit. But other than that, our O-line is actually pretty good. Other than this one guy right here, AP. Honestly, if he can't get up to a 80, or like one of those high ones, so speed's gonna be a factor. Acceleration, I guess, and agility. You know what? Just because for sympathy, we'll give him strength. I know that's cheating a little bit, but I don't have sympathy points for him. Okay, there we go. A 77. Not bad. He's still going to be our lowest overall player on the team unless this guy stays the same as a 77. But that's not going to happen because Bam, just off of these three things, has basically been given him. So last time I upgraded his strength and awareness. As you can see, he has that many 99s. Those aren't really his. Those are the ones that I upgraded for him. So now it's Warford. He is our right guard. We already upgraded his speed. We'll give him his acceleration, his agility, and juke move. Why not? It's not going to do him much, I guess, but it can do him a little bit. So who do we have next? I think it's our final guy. Yes, our 91. Acceleration, he did not have any, and then the agility. Just gonna bring him up. Why not? Spin move. He's going to be a 92, maybe a 93, maybe 94. I don't know. 93, so not bad. He definitely did some good. So now we have Marshawn Lattimore off of defense. See, he's only an 88, so he's going to get. His speed's actually really good off that pick 6. So since he got a pick 6, I'm going to give him more than that. We'll probably give him that. And then finally, this is his real attribute, his strength. So we are going to give him that. And see what he becomes from an 88 all the way to a... to a 92. Now special teams. I want to see special teams. Thomas Morstead, we are going to upgrade you just because we haven't had to punt all season. So I kind of feel bad about that. So I guess we can like upgrade like 5 things for you. And then finally we will upgrade Matt, our tight end, who got his first touchdown on the season. So far, he's not actually doing too bad. I think he's our only tight end that has a touchdown right now. So what is his name? A Matt, a 62 overall. That's bad. So we're going to give him speed. And because it's his first one and he's really low, we'll give him that. And then we'll give him the route running and catching. Catching. I know this is like more than I should be doing, but this guy like deserves it considering it's his first touchdown like on the season, and he could like, and he's really, really bad. He's worse than Delaney Walker and them, but so he's gonna be on the bench for a while. So we're just gonna go ahead. His blocking is really bad, but that shouldn't matter. He should still be an okay player. I think he should be like about a 70. A 93 is what he becomes, all because of that. So right now our lowest overall, of course, is going to be Z-line right there. I think our lowest overall is actually Kirkwood, and I'm not too happy. No, it's actually our 58 overall right now, and this guy. 61, but it's also him too. So, no, he's here. And him. No, he's our lowest overall. Don't really feel good about that. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here. We're going to advance the week, and then we're going to look at stuff, and then I will wrap it up. We're going to advance the week. We will be playing the, I think it's the, weekly awards. So we definitely won it. Alvin Kamara and Khalil Mack. Bam. There we go. So we already know that we've got that one in the bag. Now let's see our X Factor. Hey coach, what's the game plan for Todd Gurley? He's going to be hard to contain, but if we figure out how their offense falls apart, how do you want to handle them? We're going to neutralize him. We're going to do everything in our power to shut him down. If he falls, the entire Los Angeles offense falls with him. That's going to be easier said than done, I think, but I'm on board. Now we're going to go to the league, see some news, see what they've said about us. We've had 20 stories. Holy crap. So we're just going to see what they said about Reese. Reese Lackey's message was strong as he was announced as the Saints' new head coach. The New England coaching staff sounds supremely confident in their defense cover one work after a week of extra schemes working on that particular. So Saints fire Peyton, and it surprised me if the Saints are going in a new direction, firing coach Sean Payton. Time to welcome Reese Lackey to the NFL head coach rankings. Nice hire in New Orleans. Lackey's going to push those guys hard, just what they need. I feel bad for any defense that has to deal with Alvin Kamara. Yeah, I would too. Reese Lackey said that after the Saints game that he's just glad to see the guys in the right frame of mind right now. What are you talking about? Maybe we lost that. Oh well. Anything else? Let me check that actually. I want to see if we lost miserably in the preseason only because we simmed it. No, we won all of our games by a big margin. This is the one game that we constantly kept on simming. We simmed this from the second quarter up. We won all of our games though. We played that one twice. Now we're going to look at the stats real quick. He's 31st in passing yards. So he's the second to last. Okay. Right now we are 26th on the board. Awards right now, they only have that NFL record. Not bad. So we're going to end it right here. I want to thank you for watching. And I honestly would probably, like, if I were you, I would try doing this out maybe like once, doing an entire season. I could honestly sim right now, but I don't want to because I want to see this team go up and I want to see them go undefeated. Right now we are a 96 overall going up with 99 defense. If we can get the full team to a 99 overall, then that's probably where I'm going to end the series. That's what I'm going for. Get this entire team to a 99 overall, then be done with them. I can honestly just trade them all away, or I could just like keep going on the series and like trade it all out. But thanks for watching. Don't forget, it's your boy Falcon 101 Daddy. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the video. And also, I might do a video, upcoming video about Ultimate Team. Stick around to find out. Peace.